Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and this is your qualifying review in the Italian Grand Prix. Well, it's not actually qualifying for the normal race, it's qualifying for the sprints race, but qualifying on a Friday. I actually quite enjoyed that, but obviously I prefer the normal format, FP1, FP2, FP3, Q1, Q2, Q3, and the race. Yeah, to me, that format works the best. But, Valtteri Bottas will start the sprint race on pole position. Wow, what a week it's been for Valtteri Bottas. He loses his Mercedes seat and then he goes and gets pole position. You just couldn't write it, could you? But Mercedes look mighty across this circuit. I always thought that they were favourites across this circuit because they have been in the past. Red Bull could not match them at all today, so there will be a concern for them in the sprint race and the main race as well. But Bottas, wherever he finishes in the sprint race, he'll be starting the main race right in the back of the grids because he's had to change engine components and he has a penalty for that. The traffic in Q1, an absolute joke. I mean, what the fuck was that all about, all that traffic? It's like cars getting in the way of each other. An absolute shambles. It really was an absolute joke and a shambles to the name Formula One. I mean, the pit crew, everyone rushing, all the cars that come out, but, someone could have seriously got injured from that carnage. It's like unbelievable stuff. The FIA really got to clamp down on it. That was shocking. It was terrible to watch. Not good at all. George Russell, well, originally he got knocked out in Q1, but because Yuki Tsunoda had his lap time deleted, Mr. Saturday, or should I say Mr. Friday this time, makes it through to Q2. But yeah, another poor qualifying by Yuki Tsunoda. Definitely got to step it up because, well, he's got to drive for next season, so he's got to prove that he's the right man to take AlphaTauri forward. He's got the potential, but he is erratic at times, Yuki Tsunoda. Max very angry with the traffic, Max Verstappen, the traffic getting in his way. But, Bottas, fair play to him, loses his Mercedes seat and then he gets pole position, but he'll probably be asked to play the team game, allow Lewis Hamilton through, because obviously, with Red Bull not quite on the pace so far this weekend, this is a massive opportunity for Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes to gain some massive points, and of course for Lewis Hamilton to regain the lead in the Drivers' Championship. But I don't know what it is with this circuit. This circuit never really seems to suit the Red Bulls. They seem to struggle in this circuit for some reason, which is weird, but it is what it is, But, Mercedes, though, they are dynamite across this track. They are mighty. But, yeah, that traffic was an absolute joke. Lewis Hamilton will start P2, I think he'll be a bit disappointed he's not starting P1, but P2 it is. And then P3, Max, I mean, at one time he could have only qualified P6. That's how much the Red Bull is lacking pace so far this weekend. But, yeah, I mean, luckily for them, though, Bottas does have his grid penalty coming up, so that's the only saving grace of Red Bull, really. But, yeah, the traffic in that session, something has got to be done about that. That was absolutely shambolic. Charles Leclerc was complaining of a brake bar wire issue, very unhappy with his Ferrari, something was not quite right with his Ferrari, but he still made it through to Q3. Sergio Perez, IP8 for him, that is another horse shit qualifying for Sergio Perez in the Red Bull. I'm sorry, he is in the Red Bull. He needs to step it up. I criticised Gasly and Albon when they were doing horse shit. Now I will do the same to Sergio Perez. That is terrible qualifying by him again. But of course, Alex Albon back on the grid next season for Williams, which I'm absolutely delighted about, That'd be very interesting. Of course, Robert Kubica in for Kimi Raikkonen again this weekend. Obviously, the last Grand Prix, Kimi Raikkonen tested positive for COVID, so Robert Kubica was called into the car at such short notice, and he did a phenomenal job. So, comment holes down below. I will always reply. And yep, it is definitely advantage to Mercedes this weekend. They are mighty across this track. Bye-bye.